Welcome to FactVerse. We deliver the most interesting short bursts of knowledge, designed to sharpen your understanding and provide fascinating topics for any conversation. We're thrilled you're here to explore more mind-blowing discoveries with us. Alright everyone, buckle up because today we're diving into a truly mind-blowing historical hack that sounds like it came straight out of a fantasy novel. Have you ever stopped to think about how people kept their food fresh before refrigerators became a thing? I mean, for most of us it's just a simple pop it in the fridge or freezer, really no big deal. But if you rewind a couple of centuries, especially in places like rural Russia and Finland, during the 19th and early 20th centuries, you'd find some seriously inventive and frankly unusual methods of preservation. Now prepare yourselves for this next bit, because it's going to sound a little out there. Believe it or not, in these regions there was a truly curious practice. To keep their milk from spoiling, people would actually use live frogs. I know what you might be thinking, wait, is this some kind of old wives' tale or a story from a bygone era? And honestly, it does sound like something straight out of folklore, doesn't it? But here's the kicker, this seemingly bizarre tradition had a legitimate scientific basis. Scientists have since discovered that certain frogs, especially species like the European common brown frog, have a secret weapon. They secrete powerful antibiotic compounds, called peptides, right through their skin. Think of it like a natural defense mechanism for them, protecting them from all the bacteria and fungi in their often wet environments. From the peculiar to the powerful, our next fact delves into the world of Viking blacksmiths, individuals who were not just craftsmen, but often seen as masters of a mysterious, almost magical art. Legend has it that Vikings sometimes used the bones of slain animals, or even their ancestors, when forging new weapons. They believed that this practice would imbue the blade with the spirit and strength of the fallen, making the weapon more formidable. Now, while the spiritual aspect was undoubtedly a significant motivation for these ancient smiths, what they likely didn't realize was that they were also performing an ingenious act of metallurgy. Bones are rich in carbon, and when burned in the intense low-oxygen environment of a forge, this carbon could be absorbed by the iron. This process is known as carburization or case hardening. By introducing carbon to the surface of the iron, the smiths were, in essence, creating a primitive form of steel on the weapon's surface. This hardened outer layer made their swords and axes significantly stronger, sharper, and more durable, a crucial advantage in battle. So, whether driven by magic or a happy accident of chemistry, the Vikings were indeed forging weapons that were far more robust than simple iron, thanks to the very bones they sought to empower. Okay, prepare for a pretty wild fact from the animal kingdom. Have you ever heard of a bird deliberately rolling around in an anthill? It might sound strange, but this fascinating behavior, known as anteing, is something many bird species actually do on purpose. When a bird like a crow or a jay is feeling a bit itchy, or just needs a good feather clean, it'll find an active anthill. Then, it strikes a peculiar pose, spreading its wings and tail, letting dozens of ants crawl all over its feathers and skin. Why go through all this trouble? Well, it turns out ants are tiny chemical factories. When they feel threatened, they spray out protective chemicals, especially formic acid. This acid and other compounds the ants produce is thought to act like a natural bug spray. It helps get rid of annoying parasites such as mites and lice that can live on the bird's feathers and skin. So, birds are essentially giving themselves a natural chemical bath to stay healthy and clean. It's a clever, if unusual way these creatures use their environment for some fantastic self-care. And there you have it, another dose of seriously interesting facts from FactVerse. We hope you found today's insights as fascinating as we did. What did you think of the discoveries we shared? Please let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed expanding your knowledge with us, be sure to like this video and subscribe to FactVerse for more mind-blowing facts coming your way. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.